Gibson, Antonio Gibson, mentioned him. Very good captain possibility, I think. Russell
Yeah.
Wilson is the top captain at 16.5. I actually think Russell will probably be low owned because of the hand thing and the price. Terry McLaurin, 15.9. Tyler Lockett, 15.3. Taylor Heineke, disrespectful, 14.7. DK Metcalf, 13.2. Antonio Gibson, 12.9. JD McKissick, 10.8. Alex Collins, 9.9. Gerald Everett, 9. This is just a sloppy. This is a sloppy showdown slate. 9.3 for Gerald Everett. Then Ryan Fitzpatrick, Keenan Allen. Oh, no, Kyle Allen, excuse me. Geno Smith, the quarterbacks, etc. We get down to DeAndre Carter at 5.6. DJ Dallas below that. Curtis Samuel coming back. Logan Thomas, both priced up at 7.5 and 7.2. The anticipate they will return. Then you have the defenses and the kickers. There should be plenty of like dart throws down at the bottom here. But let's start. Who do you like at your captain spot, Sully?
Well, I think my two favorite captains are Heineke and Gibson. If you like Washington in this game like I do,
Yep.
those guys are going to see the bulk of the touches. So you can kind of go either way there. I would probably lean a little bit more towards Gibson. I mean, if I'm predicting, I'm interested in the prop that he could maybe get 2 touchdowns in this game, I don't know how I can shy away from that if I do think that's going to happen.
Yeah, and if you go Gibson, I mean, and look, we're probably chalky here too. You're getting a quarterback at 14.7, so you're getting almost a $2,000 discount on Russ down to Heineke. I sort of, I mean, the quarterbacks can score so much in these spots, but Gibson is a pretty good pass catcher. I mean, I lean towards Gibson. Let's build a Gibson lineup.
Cool.
And I mean, are we fading Russ here? What do you think?
No, I think you can. Well, I have one where you can have a 3-3. I don't know how great that's going to look, but you can have a 3-3 with both quarterbacks and Gibson as your captain.
I do think if you are, depending on how you build this, one of the things you have to really consider is if you are building a Seahawks roll or Seahawks have lead, you need to have JD McKissick. And if you're building a Washington has lead, you need to have Antonio Gibson. Like, because that they're gonna run the ball or pass the ball short to running backs, and it's going to depend largely on who is it, like what the game script is will depend how the running back snaps play out in this game.
Yep, that's totally how it's how it's gone pretty much all year for them. I'm a little curious to see now that Gibson's more healthy. I mean, obviously that shin injury really helped things for JD McKissick. Now that he's seemingly back to full form, that does change things a little bit. But I totally agree on premise. Yes, if Seattle is starting to roll here, then you're going to see a lot of those Gibson lineups really fall out of favor pretty quickly.
Yep, for sure. All right, let's see if we go Gibson as captain. I mean, I think, am I missing something, or don't we want Alex Collins in there as well, just because of how Pete Carroll operates?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
They're going to throw Alex Collins in there, so just the running backs. And so for me, it's sort of like, do you want to go? I mean, I want Terry McLaurin in there for sure.
Okay. So that sounds more like a fade Russ.
Yes. Well, you build your line first. So take Alex Collins out. Don't listen to me. Let's build Sully's line. What am I doing?
Well, see, the one that I was looking at with Gibson was you can have both This is one where you can have both quarterbacks and Gibson as your captain. So let's throw in Wilson and McLaurin and Heineke.
Yep.
And then you could, if you want, it depends on how you really want to stack it. For me, I'm really paying attention to Logan Thomas just because I think he's such a great weapon for, when he's fully healthy for Heineke. He's gone to him. It just makes a ton of sense.
Loves him in the red zone.
Yep. And so he's somebody that I've been paying attention to. He's 4'8". So it's not like it's a crazy number that you're trying to fit him into your lineup. And that gives you some flexibility to throw in either, a DK Metcalf or a Tyler Lockett in the sense of, all right, Seattle's trailing. They're giving the ball to Antonio Gibson a ton. Russell Wilson's trying to throw it all over the field. And Metcalf's his go-to weapon there. Again, that's if you play that out. And then you can come back with Freddie Swain. And that kind of rounds up your lineup there as another pass catcher for us.
I like it. I mean, I'm sort of thinking I'm sort of looking at this game and thinking, man, this could be just an ugly. I mean, you think about games in the FedEx Field; they're so gross. It doesn't feel like this is gonna be a shootout. Let's see, Washington weather. Should probably look up. Yeah, it's gonna be. Ooh, Won't be windy by this evening. It's windy right now. It's cold. It's gross. Sloppy field. Ugh. So I mean, I like that lineup. That's banking on a lot of offense.
Yeah, that's an over lineup.
Yeah, it's an over lineup for sure. All right, let's leave. You clear it out, and then we go Gibson as captain again. See, I'm gonna let's build an under lineup. So we got Gibson, Alex Collins. Yeah, right there. We're gonna have Terry McLaurin and DK Metcalf. And then we're gonna go Joey Sly. I'm basically gonna plug in 2 kickers here. Joey Sly and Jason Myers. At least a ton on the table. I'm worried that the defenses don't. Oh, geez, at least like three game on the table. But basically, it's like I want these teams are going to run the ball. The quarterbacks aren't going to do much. Everything's going to be funneled to the top 2 pass catchers, and these teams will both settle for field goals, which I think is entirely possible and likely.
Yeah, and I don't even mind fading the defenses here too, because you got both quarterbacks that have been turnover free. Even when we're talking about Russ struggling, it's not. I mean, he did have those interceptions against Green Bay, but relatively, he has been a very strong protector of the quarterback. I think if I remember correctly, if it's does he throw an interception in this game that was plus money?
Yeah,
so,
Russ doesn't turn the ball over much.
Yeah. So and Heineke hasn't thrown an interception over this 2-game winning streak for Washington either. So you can see a path where this obviously goes under, but the defenses aren't in the optimal for sure.
Yeah, I agree completely. I don't even know what let's clear it out and let's do a Russ's back lineup because we don't think he's back. So this is our contrarian lineup. I mean, I don't think a lot of people will put Russ at captain.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that it's going to be it's probably Gibson, right? Gibson might be the chalk.
Yeah, I know. We did the opposite of what is normally the thing. It's somehow still chalk. Okay, so Russ is back. So we got to have so the way it usually works on these showdown slates is I've seen, I think Cody made at ETR has done this study, but basically it's either or Lockett or Metcalf. Like they don't both have huge games. So we need to pick which one we want, whether it's DK or Lockett. Lockett at how is Lockett $2,000? What? Why is he $1,400 more than DK? Let's pay for Lockett. Let's go contrarian here because my initial thought is we gotta get I want to have McLaurin in that as well. And JD McKissick.
I was gonna say McKissick has to be in this line.
This is the Russ is throwing it all over the place. Seahawks are playing well on offense. So toss I think you scrolled past him, he's a little bit up. McKissick right there. It's just 5.5. I think that means we can get Logan Thomas in there. Oh no, average remaining 275. Let's see. So we need to keep going down probably. Let's see who. We don't know if Humphreys will be back. I guess if we have Russ slinging around, Freddie Swaim's a good spot there.
Yeah.
At 2-2. And then who all does that leave us? Ooh, Jarrett Patterson. Dwayne Eskridge. I suppose we could get out from under McLaurin and go up somewhere else. But I feel like if they're trailing, they're going to be using McLaurin.
Right. I almost feel like well, I mean, if we like Lockett, but we can get those savings with Metcalf.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah. I like that. So take out Lockett, and put in Metcalf, and then take out Patterson. And that leaves us 4.7, which gets us to
Logan Thomas, maybe? No, he's 4.8.
Yeah, almost. Oh man. What if we could? We go. Joey Sly there. Joey Sly averages 9 fantasy points per game.
Sure.
He averages that's insane. It's insane for a kicker. I kind of like that lineup. So you got Russ as the captain, throwing a DK. And then the other thing you could do too is if you like that lineup and you think that Russ is back and you want to bank, you want to be contrarian and bank that Russ is back, you do that lineup and then flip it and have a Lockett lineup too. That's similar.
Right, exactly.
Built like Russ is. And I mean, you can build a DK and Lockett lineup. You're just asking a lot from, like the problem is that the Seahawks play. I think the Seahawks are the only team in football with with 2 or less games of 60 or less plays run this season. In other words, they are slow as hell. They're methodical. They don't run tempo, and so you're basically trying to like land the perfect shot, right? And so it's just tough to have a ton of Seahawks in there.
But also what you're saying too, and I think you're right when you're pulling up establish the run. Like it's a Metcalf or it's a Lockett game. I mean, very rarely do you see both of those guys have that slate breaking. Just you got to have them as your captain type of outings. They just really don't have that together.
Yeah, exactly. They're not both going to go off. One guy is going to go off, and then if that guy goes off, then the other guy's probably not going to have a huge outing or enough like where you have to have him. All right. Good stuff.
I like it.
Easy peasy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Tell us what your favorite bet is in the comments, of course. And we will see you on Thursday, Sully.